John chapter 13. Before the Passover festival, Jesus knew that his hour had come to depart from this world to the Father. Having loved his own who were in the world, he loved them to the end. Now, when it was time for supper, the devil had already put it into the heart of Judas, Simon Iscariot's son, to betray him. And Jesus knew that the Father had given everything into his hands, that he had come from God, and that he was going back to God. So he got up from supper, laid aside his outer clothing, took a towel, and tied it around himself. Next, he poured water into a basin and began to wash his disciples' feet and to dry them with a towel tied around him. Now, this is something that my pastor, tries to bring up, and that is how disgusting these dudes' feet would have been. Like, they didn't have tennis shoes, guys. They were just walking around the street, dirt streets. There donkey poo everywhere. They didn't have like manicures or pedicures or nothing like that. This was some doo-doo feet, right? I mean, I'm not trying to make jokes, but he was down washing the disciples' feet and then dried them with a towel that he tied around him. This is the servant attitude that he's trying to understand. The same reason that I want to do the things for all of you as well when I read the passage to you every day and play games with the viewers and all those things. I'm trying to do things which is the only possibility I have to do that to, people on the internet is to do those things. So we want to have that servant attitude in life, right? He came to Simon Peter, who asked him, "Lord, are you going to wash my feet?" And Jesus answered him, "What I'm doing you don't realize now, but afterward you will understand." "You will never wash my feet," Peter said. Jesus replied, "If I don't wash you, you have no part with me." Simon Peter said to him, "Lord, not only my feet, but also my hands and my head." Do you see how his perspective changed? Do you guys see that? Like, Peter was like, "You're not washing my feet, bro." And then when Jesus said, "If I don't wash you, you have no part with me," and immediately Simon Peter changed his tune and he said, "Well, go ahead and wash my feet and my hands and my head, please. Like, I don't want to be separated from you." One who has bathed, Jesus told him, doesn't need to wash anything except his feet, but he is completely clean. You are clean, but not all of you. For he knew who would betray him. This is why he said, "Not all of you are clean." And when Jesus had washed their feet and put on his outer clothing, he reclined again and said to them, "Do you know what I have done for you? You call me teacher and Lord, and you are speaking rightly, since that is what I am. So if I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also ought to wash another's feet. For I have given you an example that you also should do just as I have done for you. Truly, I tell you, a servant is not greater than his master, and a messenger is not greater than the one who sent him. If you know these things, you are blessed if you do them. I'm not speaking about all of you. I know those I have chosen. But the scripture must be fulfilled. The one who eats my bread has raised his heel against me. I am telling you now before it happens, so that when it does happen, you will believe that I am he. Truly, I tell you, whoever receives anyone I send receives me. And the one who receives me receives him who sent me. When Jesus had said this, he was troubled in his spirit and testified, "Truly I tell you, one of you will betray me." The disciples started looking at one another, uncertain which one he was speaking about. One of his disciples, the one Jesus loved, was reclining close beside Jesus. Simon Peter motioned to him to find out who it was he was talking about. So he leaned back against Jesus and asked him, "Lord, who is it?" And Jesus replied, "He's the one I give the piece of bread to after I have dipped it." And when he had dipped the bread, he gave it to Judas, Simon Iscariot's son. After Jesus ate the piece of bread, Satan entered him. So Jesus told him, "What you're doing, do quickly." None of those reclining at the table knew why he said this to him. Since Judas kept the money bag, some thought that Jesus was telling him, "Buy what we need for the festival," or that he should give something to the poor. After receiving the piece of bread, he immediately left. And it was night. And when he left, Jesus said, "Now the Son of Man is glorified, and God is glorified in him. If God is glorified in him, God will also glorify him in himself and will glorify him at once. Little children, I am with you a little longer. You will look for me, and just as I told the Jews, so now I tell you, where I am going, you cannot come. I give you a new command. Love one another, just as I loved you. You are also to love one another. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples if you love one another." "Lord," Simon Peter said to him, "where are you going?" And Jesus answered, "Where I am going, you cannot follow me now, but you will follow me later." "Lord," Peter asked, "why can't I follow you now? I will lay down my life for you." And Jesus replied, "Will you lay down your life for me? Truly I tell you, a rooster will crow until you have denied me 3 times. And that's the end of John chapter 13.